Hi, everyone. It's Paige with Dream Real Estate again, formerly known as Dominion Real Estate Associates. And today I brought one of my favorite people here to do an interview. Andrea Ross is the executive director of the Warren County Habitat for Humanity. And the reason why I wanted her to talk to us today is because I think a lot of people forget that Habitat is a resource for first-time home buyers. And the income levels are something I want her to explain, because a lot of people just don't think that Habitat is something that they would be able to take advantage of. So with no more delays, here is Andrea Ross. Take it away.
I'm so glad that you brought this topic up. I think people do forget that Habitat is a resource. So we try to find our families that fall between 30 to 60% of the area median income. And we go by the HUD numbers. So you guys are seeing those numbers just as well as we are. And so we go through that process of the family size and 30 to 60%. Now, we do have the ability to go up to 80%, but we really try to stick between that 30 to 60. Now, if you're over that 60 by, you know, a small margin, we're definitely going to keep you in the list of things to happen to move forward. So every year, HUD prints out a additional list or an updated list of what the income is. So that is how we make those determinations for who qualifies. That's the first step in whether or not you would qualify for a Habitat house, because you can make too little and you can make too much to qualify for a Habitat home.
Can you give me an example of what those numbers would be for 2023?
So Habitat likes to use the nuclear family 4 as their base number. And so a family of 4, 30% of the area median income for 2023 would be 29,000. 60% would be 58,000 a year for a family of 4. Now, being that we can go up to 80%, a family of 4 collectively, all adults over the age of 18, the income earners, could make up to 77,005. And that takes us up to that 80%. So we are looking at low to moderate income families.
Well, that is so much higher than I think most people realize. And I think that would pull in a lot of your public service employees. Am I right?
Absolutely have your finger on the pulse. If we're looking at our first responders, we're looking at our teachers, maybe our beginning nurses. It is a lot of the people you work beside, the people that you encounter all day, every day. I think when people hear Habitat, they're thinking that we're on the lower end or that we are in the poverty line. We don't service the poverty line. Families, we're above that. So it really is, if we're looking at it, that is the average American family. We're talking out here in Warren County, and Warren County covers Linden, Browntown, parts of Strasburg, Middletown, and of course Front Royal. Just look at the jobs. If you flip through any social post and look at the current job offerings, they're not super high. So we have a lot of people that fall within that space of who qualifies for a Habitat home.
Well, thank you for all of the wonderful information. Andrea, what's the best way for someone to get in contact with you?
Well, we are still accepting appointments only. So there are times people will, come to knock and I'm not in the office, or I don't have a volunteer here to have the office open. So the single best way, if you want to see me, is to schedule an appointment. You can reach me via phone at 540-551-3232, or email, which will catch me anywhere, which is my first name, Andrea, spelled Andrea, at warrencountyhabitat.org.
Good. Well, I hope that you'll hear from lots of people out there. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk with me today, and I can't wait to see you again. Have a great day, Andrea.
Look forward to you. Bye.
Bye.